Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, today on our live, we're going to be looking at the release candidate for Bodhi Linux. So I had a look at Bodhi a while back. I'm not sure if it was a full release or whatever else, but I had a look at Bodhi Linux a while back, and I just want to have a look at the release candidate, see how that looks, and just kind of play around on it. And I found a few fun articles for those that stay on afterwards. I'm not sure I'm going to edit this stream down in size. Maybe if we want to, I'll do another Bodhi video when the official comes out. But let's go ahead and see who is online right now. So, Pizza, greetings. Analog, IDC, hello. And the kitty says, meow. Present arms, hello. Arms, presented, all right. Demonetization. Every video I've had has been demonetized this week anyway. Why change now? Hello, fellow Linux users, greetings. What, this isn't a Windows chat? No. I saw the prototype for the Apple self-driving car, and it did indeed have Windows on it. Let's see. Present Arms will be right back. Hopefully you're back. Peppermint 9 is cool. Yes, it is. And Pizza agrees. Pizza. You tried Secure K OS yet? I have not. Let's see. Sup peeps. Greetings, Libre Secure. How's it going there? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master is just chilling. So chill out, yo, homie. All right. What's up? Not too much, man. Not too much. How are you? KO2610, your time has come. MCS, whatever. MC support? I don't know. I'll be on your other channel and catch up with you later. Alrighty, man. Have a good one. Hopefully, Cat did stay put. Alright, Kitty says purr. Yep, actually this one says wow. He jumped up on the couch next to a friend of mine today. He turned around and accidentally bopped her on the nose and about got torn apart. She's actually a little mean to people that she doesn't like. I don't know why. Music Addict, hello there. Do you need some MA? Music Anonymous. Kids with Power, scary. Kitty Cam is over. See you guys on the next vid. I knew it. Some people come just for the kitty cam. I don't know. Maybe I should set up a little kitty university. That'd be interesting, right? 24/7 live stream of my cat's favorite places to sit. Notice GIMP 210 is so unstable. I've not noticed any of that. I've not used it a ton yet. I've used I did a little bit of catalog editing for a client of mine in 210. I haven't noticed any issues with it yet, but curious. I just did finally put LibreOffice 6 on my writing computer. I'm formatting a book right now, and I'm noticing some problems and challenges with getting indexes to column out right. And LibreOffice 6, I was able to do it pretty quickly. So that's kind of cool. Bonjour from France. Greetings, Neo29. Oh man, what distros besides Mint you running on your computer lately? Mint, Peppermint 7, and Debian Stretch are the main production type computers I have running right now. Frost Ranger of the Frozen Realm, greetings. Hello, Thomas Holt. Hello there. Red Rubbo's Workshop, greetings. How are you? Okay, Kitsun, how's it going? BK, how's it going there? Whoomigin, what's my opinion on GNU Emacs? I have not used it. Did you try Debian 9 yet? Yes, I'm actually running Debian 9, actually. My first Debian 9 machine was built right when it was released. I still have it, actually. It's on a USB drive. Open up PayPal links and 2 Amazon wish lists for my series on Save or Smash. There you go. Good. Doing graphic design again for money. Very good. Very good. How good are you, Pizza? I might be doing some more book covers. I outsource one to another person right now as I'm working on mine. I'm redesigning my book Testing and Temptations here, and I'm actually finally building exactly what I wanted as the cover. If you guys want me to, I'll show you what that looks like near the end of the stream if you want to hang out, what I'm doing so far. Let me know. Hey, Noah, I like your new image there. That's pretty cool, Noah. Phone broke, so I'm getting desperate. The USB broke off. Got a new laptop. Very cool. So your cub. Earlier video. Oh, earlier video? Okay. Let's see. The micro USB on the phone broke, so I can't charge it. That's not good. Actually playing around with Bodhi in a VirtualBox last night. Is it the Windows one? Oh, the Windows phone. No. Okay, well, let's go ahead and jump on over to Bodhi. I don't know, maybe I should. Maybe I should record this. I don't know. Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and record it. We're going to start recording. We'll go ahead and rerun the intro, and then we'll jump on into this, and we'll kind of talk about Bodhi a little bit. Welcome back to Switch to Linux. Well, today we're just going to have a quick look at the Bodhi 5.0 release candidate. This is the first Bodhi based on Ubuntu 18.04. And let's go ahead and start out with their main website so we can learn a little bit about Bodhi. So this is a distro that it has the Moksha desktop, which is an extension of the Enlightenment 17, which I think Enlightenment is not being developed. So this team took off with Moksha to kind of keep that going, keep that expanse, which is kind of cool because it's actually a neat desktop. It's not very popular, of course. You can actually install this now on Debian and a few other things as well. You can follow this link here to get information about that. So pronounced Moksha. And basically it's a Windows manager that's an extension of Enlightenment. They have modules, they have themes. You can install it on Debian, Sabayon, and Arch are options. And so if you're looking for any information about that, this is the first release candidate, which is based on Ubuntu 18.04. So I'm not sure if it's going to have some of the common 18.04 issues in it or not. But it is, we are going to go ahead and have a look at the release candidate. So this was just released last week sometime. I just didn't get a chance to looking at it. They said that this is a system that they have not yet found any issues. Of course, if you are running this and you are finding any issues, please let the team know so they can fix that up. They do have a standard and a legacy. I'm not sure if that's 64 and 32. I'm not sure, and I'm not seeing any indication as to what those actually are. Okay, well, here's a wiki page, actually. So they do give us a wiki page. Okay, so standard is the platform for desktop workstation computers created in the last decade. Okay, so 64-bit and 32-bit. So that's what the difference is. So standard is 64, legacy is 32. Probably would have been better if they just said 64 and 32. You know, most people know what that means. Okay. They have not yet included the app pack release yet. It will be on the second release candidate if they need to, and it should be on that stable release. And if there are any questions or anything else, you can check out the subforum, subreddit, and a Discord channel as well. So these are just some screenshots of what this guy looks like. So let's go ahead and boot this machine on up and see what it looks like for us. Okay, so we are in the boot up mode. So I have already installed this. The installation, it's running on Ubuntu 18.04. Installation runs the same way it runs on any other Ubuntu derivative system. So we're not going to worry a whole ton about that. There you can kind of see how it boots up, and now we are on the desktop. Now, this is an interesting desktop because it has what I kind of consider what seems to be a wonderful blend between skeuomorphism on the icons and modern flat theming. Of course, as you know, I'm not a huge fan of the modern flat theming, but it is certainly the direction a lot of things are going. These guys are all put down here. It's been a while since I've run Enlightenment or the Moksha desktop, so I might stumble here a little bit. The major distinctive feature is a left click pulls up a menu on the desktop. Right click doesn't do much, but a left click will pull this up. We have here our full application panel here. Same thing that we have with our menu down here at the bottom. So we can go ahead and just have a quick look at our applications here. So we have a basic text editor. We have some preferences. We'll have a look at that. ePhoto. We have Midori is the web browser we have. Pulse Audio and System Tools. GDEB package installer, system updater, PCMan file manager, and Bodhi builder. So very, very minimal desktop. Anything else that you want, you will have the option to do that. You can boot off or log off, reboot, shut down from the menu here as well. So let's go ahead and walk through some of these items here. So first, let's have a look at what the Bodhi builder is, because I don't remember that one. Okay, so that should not be an incorrect password. There it is. That looks better. Okay, so here's a complete backup complete system, including user data. Make a distributable copy to share with friends. Make a distributable copy of file system. Good if you want to add files to the CD. Distributable ISO only. Ooh. So this is actually remove temporary files. So this is pretty cool. Select boot menu picture. Okay. So it looks like kind of a like a distro builder. So that's actually a pretty cool thing. So here's your username, grub name, and there's your output. So that's actually pretty cool. That's a neat option. We have network configuration, elementary configuration in here. Now, one of the things with this is there's a lot of factors in here, and so there is making things bigger. So if you want to scale stuff up, let's go ahead and just scale it up a little bit there. Okay, so there's your sizing. Here is our theme. So we have a default. The dark, we have the green. Let's see how I actually apply these. Okay, so here's our various desktop icons, fonts, audio, profiles, scrolling, rendering, caches. All right. So you see that did make things a little bit bigger across the board. So that's actually a neat application there. That's just screen resolutions and such. So the major advantage of this is how quick it is to get to the menu. No matter where you're at, you have a menu here. So our system updater, we need to give it our password again. That should go ahead and look for system updates. Okay, so there's a select all. And the apply button is what I was looking for. Kind of see how it has a lot of interesting little effects to it. It is a pretty cool system. You can kind of see how the coloration works on the different windows. So it's go ahead and does its processing thing. Let's see what else might be in here. Okay, so we have our home, our desktop. We can reset everything here too. So if you do something you're like, I have no idea. All right, what do we got? Let's go ahead and keep the current. And settings. We have gadgets, modules, shelves. There's themes and there's wallpapers. Let's go ahead and have a look at our wallpaper options while that's still doing its upload thing. Looks like we might just have one in the system. So, okay, there's the theme wallpaper. Personal, system, and theme. So I'm guessing this wallpaper came with the theme, I guess. Play around with the themes a little bit more. Okay, so there's our green desktop. And I think you can find some other themes out there as well. So you can see how much the themes change things around. I actually really like this theme better. I like the skeuomorphism on things. This is just, to me, the type of theme. I'm not sure I like the window decorations up top. You might be able to change some of those around. Not sure. All right. There's wallpapers, application themes. So if you want to change your application theme around, you can do that. It's slowly starting to come back to me now. This is there's a lot of settings, which is actually kind of cool. Not as easy to get lost in the settings as it is on KDE. Although it's not quite as polished as KDE either, but it is still a very nice setting. I know it is possible to put your system icons on the desktop. I'm just not remembering how to do that off the top right now. Looks like it's still trying to process some updates there. I'm going to go ahead and just minimize that for a while. There's borders, there's transitions. All right. Desktop gadgets. This is one I'm going to have to check the documentation on how to do all this. All right. Modules here. Okay, so these are a variety of different modules. I believe we can run. Okay, so the bar, the box, let's load that one. So that gets you your some settings over there. Let's go ahead and unload that one. So you load it to get it on the bar, you unload it to get it off of the bar. Okay, system. So if you had a battery, you might want to turn that on. Here's a classic menu. Okay. Desktop icons. Okay, so that in theory should be turning on desktop icons and things there. I might have to log out and log back in to see those. If anybody knows of that, let me know in the system. All right. That's still on the same thing. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't cancel this. because I want to log out here and give this a try. I want to log out. We're going to log back in. So I still do not have desktop icons. So I clicked on the option there to have your have desktop icons turn on, and those did not actually show up for me. So either I'm not remembering where those are. I know that when I ran Enlightenment for a while, I did actually have those turned on. Just for whatever reason, they're just not showing up for me. Okay, load. All right, let's have a look at how we can install software. This might be the thing that's missing from this build is the App Center. They had indicated that it wasn't specifically in there. So we might just have to install things through the terminal for now. So that's not going to be indicative of the system once it's actually built. This is just because this is a pre-build. There's a package installer, but can I find a terminal? There's a fun question. There you go. Terminology. There we are. I have no idea if it's Synaptic or whatever else. I have not installed that from a terminal before. Yes, it is. We don't have a meta key access for the we don't have a meta key access for the start menu. I'm aware of that. Thank you. All right, so now we have Synaptic Package Manager installed. All right, now we want to go ahead and search for something. Let's look for Evolution, my favorite email client. Let's look for Firefox. And let's just go ahead and apply these ones for now. Okay, so those changes are applied. So we should now see, now let's just do it over here, Applications, Internet, we now have Firefox, and under Office, we now have Evolution. So that's good. Other thing to mention, this is not called a panel in this thing. What is usually our panel on this, they actually call this a shelf. So you can actually add more shelves here. Here's our shelves. Do settings. So you can do your positioning. You can do your size. Currently it's set the bottom. And our size, you can adjust your size like this. So if you want to adjust your panel size, you can do that. You can set it to be invisible. Default. There's an alternate, which appears to be the same on this. Okay, so you can show the panel on all desktops or the specified desktops. We can auto hide the panel if you want. I looked at the size. Stacking below windows, above everything, below everything. So you can decide where all that is. You can also add an extra shelf. So we'll just call this top. And then with our top, we can give it a clock. So add the gadget. Add that gadget. Add that gadget. Maybe if you use the clipboard. All right. Okay, now we're going to change our settings, position, put it in the top. Apply up there to throw it in the top, and then get invisible. All right, so now we'll have a panel on the top, so you can have a little clock up there. You can have your any of your launchers. You can have your clipboard, your power button up here. So this is kind of the cool thing about this particular desktop. That's why I like it, is it has a lot of functionality. It's a very beautiful looking desktop. It is a little bit more advanced, so this is not going to be a distro for a new user to use. But overall, it's pretty cool. I might want to run this for a while. Just kind of get a nice desktop setup the way you like it. And with a desktop setup the way you like it, then just go ahead and build out your system the way you want. I can build this up pretty much the way that I've traditionally liked my systems. So, for example, I can come down here and I can do all the different types of things that I might want to do with it. There's temperatures, batteries. I think tasks will give me my items there on the bottom. All right, so that's a little bit about Bodhi. Pretty nice system. I really like the look of it. It is a pretty. I did not see. Let's go ahead and have a look at our. See how much system usage it takes. Sudo apt install htop. We're just going to install htop on this. That way we can see how much memory it's running on. So we are right now running on 238 megabytes, even after all of that. So to have a system that's this advanced with that little memory, this is a neat system. Definitely worth having a look at if you are interested in maybe a little bit of a challenge. Like I said, it's not for the new Linux user necessarily, but it is certainly for somebody that wants a little bit of a challenge. And you're kind of interested in kind of seeing what this can do. So that's my thoughts about Bodhi. Let me know what you think about it in the description down below. All right, let's see. I see Anna Rita jumped on. Greetings, Anna Rita. I have a good memory of Bodhi. It was a great OS. Give it to you free with a watermark. You pay me to get rid of the watermark. That way neither of us can get scammed. My old laptop screen broke. Well, actually, those are pretty cheap and easy to fix, Noah. Laptop screens generally range from like $20 to $60, depending on the computer, and they take about 15 minutes to replace. I'm going to grab a snack. Pizza. Noah to it. Noah. Oh, man. What's up, Mark? Mark, everyone's going to get a snack. That's what's up. Oh. Hi, Anna Rita. Where's my girlfriend? Does she have fleas, too? It's coming from the hospital. All right. She works in a hospital, Pizza. That's you were out over there. I just found out a lump in breast, but all's well, no cancer, thank God. Well, we've been praying for you. I thought you were working at the hospital too, so congratulations. All right, kind of looks like Lumina desktop. Used to be in True OS. MX eventually. All right, this OS reminds me of Mint a little bit. Does have a minty feel. It's because it's got green. I mean, it has a minty feel because it's got green in it. You know, green is good. Green allows growth, man. Don't forget, if you want your desktop to grow, you want to put green in it. Green is good. Green is growth. All right, sucks to be forced to keep Windows on your gaming rig because all your games run Windows. Wine doesn't support DRM and or anti-cheat software. Greetings, Sparky. But I have Linux on my laptop though, and I only use my gaming rig for gaming and nothing else. Don't even have a browser on it. There you go. That's the way to do it. Welcome back, Noah. What snack did you get? I made some absolutely amazing cookies and cream ice cream. Best batch I've ever made. Yeah, it's getting hard to be around here, man, because I just got too much ice cream going around here. Just an update. Health was scare. This case of a cyst was good. I went to the doctor to see if it kind of developed into something. Yes, we were praying for you over here. Noah has Windows 10. All right. Meditate about that choice with Windows. Better to change to Bodhi. New laptop is a touchscreen. I disable the touchscreen on my laptop because a touchscreen on a laptop is like the most useless thing, and it actually gets in the way a lot. It's kind of funny. Use no need for it. Just disable it. And then that's what I did. Yeah, I disabled it on mine because it's just kind of a pain. Some of the anti-cheat software sees Windows in the VM and still won't let me run it. So it has Linux Sarah on it. I'm guessing that's Linux Mint Sarah. Okay. Sucks on a laptop, though. It's slower than my desktop. That depends on what type of wireless card you have, and it could be drivers and things like that. Yes, I did get your email. I have not had a chance to respond to emails. I've been in book formatting mania right now. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, I did get it, and if I get the chance to research some of that, I'll think about it. And yeah, it does sound like a good tinfoil hat time topic, though. And greetings, Carbon. Like Bodhi wallpaper. Very Buddha temple feeling, which is peaceful. Hello, Dave. How's it going there? Post my email about the section on my channel. Okay. They should have called it Puzzle OS. Oh, boy. Hello, Dorian / greetings. If you have a video recommendation, Puzzle OS, yeah. I think people are looking for an intuitive operating system, and that's why I like Linux Mint the best. It's very intuitive. Bodhi is awesome because I can learn and figure out how to do things, and how do we do this, and mess around with stuff. But man, when it comes down to doing work, I don't want to mess with that. I just want to get my work done. Looking for an intuitive operating system. Wonder why this desktop is not so popular. I don't know. American culture has been poisoned by Alfred Kinsley and Hugh Hefner. You know. Old laptop anyway, and was very crappy. Alright. The Founding Fathers did not just want a free society, they wanted a moral society. That is true. I used to volunteer at the hospital, but no longer. Now running your own home care. Okay, yep. Got fruit snacks. Very good. Touch screens are for tablets. Did you ever get the design I made for you? I can email it. I think I did. I think it's in my system, but I actually didn't want to use it because the font branding that I'm using is very specific. So I just kind of want to stick with what I had on that respect. But thank you for that. What's the best way to stop scammers? What type of scammers? Email scammers? Phone scammers? What kind of scammers we got? Girlfriend is, I do not know, but she does not have fleas. Yeah. He doesn't have a lot right now. He did get the pesticide spray down. How you doing? You looking good? I don't see any on him right now. I mean, there were a couple on him earlier today, but he got a couple of flea baths and then a pesticide spray down. So if a flea jumps on him right now, it just kind of falls over and dies, which is kind of good. I didn't not really want to spray poison all over my cats, but it kind of became a necessity. All right. As a Debian-based distro user, have you ever had serious considerations for switching to something like Manjaro? I don't like Fedora. I do like Manjaro. Manjaro is pretty good. But I've just never cared for Fedora. When we'll do a live about Mint? Wireless is not working. All right, wireless is not working. On an HP Envy, it should be. But if it is not working, what you want to do is go into Mint and go into your driver manager right here. And in your driver manager, you need to just kind of do a scan. It's going to update this cache. It's going to scan the system for whatever else it could possibly find. And if your wireless is not working, usually that means a Broadcom wireless card. And it will appear in this panel box here. Click the option to use it, apply changes, and go. Now, how do you do that if you do not have internet on the computer? Well, you could either plug it into an Ethernet port. You could get a USB to Ethernet adapter, which generally always work. You could get a wireless dongle from a USB port, or what I've generally have done is most of your smartphones you can just plug in with a USB port and share your Wi-Fi with the USB port off of your phone, and you can use that. So any means necessary to get the driver information from the internet is a temporary fix. That's usually what I've done to do that. So that's generally how you would fix that problem. Okay. Phone scammers. Not a lot you can do about phone scammers other than blocking every number they call on. The other thing you could do is block every number that's not specifically on your contact list. Or you could do the nuclear option that I did. I ported the phone number over to a automated telephoning system, and if I need to make a call on it, I can. If you call it, you can just leave a voicemail, and I get an email every time you call. So that's what I've done about that, but not much about it. Don't worry about remaking it, Pizza, because the concept that I have is fairly simple, and so that is, as far as just building a logo, I'm keeping what I have right now. The font that's on the logo right now that you see on the screen is Simplified Arabic Fixed, but I'm using Open Sans on a lot of stuff now as well. But like I said, don't worry about doing anything with the logo because I want to keep that exactly as it is for now. Okay, like Bodhi, but the lack of proper menu with the menu button on the shelf pressed rubs me the wrong way, despite I'm impressed how nice it looks and how light it is. Well, there is a menu button on the shelf itself, and it's not an elf on the shelf itself, but there is a menu button there. It's just not mapped to the meta key. Probably because it took a long time for most things to. I think you can get it to work. I know I've done it. I just have to look into how to do it. George Washington came back to life and saw the perverted culture, he'd be disgusted. Yes, he would. And he would start a new revolution. He'd probably start with something like, Montana or Wyoming, taking over the mountains, develop his merry band of merry thieves, and take over the rest of the country. That's probably what Washington would do now, and I would probably join his cause. See you later, Pizza. Pizza. Got the laptop wired, so I've got internet. Yep, walk through those steps and see if that works. This works, but then again, Linux is unpredictable. Okay. Took a look at your cooking channel. Very interesting. Learned a lot from your broadcast. I would not mind seeing some newer content. I have the next content that I'm doing is my multi-purpose flour mix. I use that to make tortillas, chips, flatbread, taco shells, Cheez-Its, and a slightly modified version gets you corn chips. That's going to be the next recipe, and I wanted to have that done by now, but like I said, I'm in the middle of reformatting books, and it takes a long time to do. So that's kind of what's delaying that. That and a friend of mine is going to be starting to produce the music for that, and he's really busy, so he can't get to the music soon anyway. So we'll see what happens, though. We'll get more up as soon as we can. Eventually, I want to get that channel up, producing a lot of content over there, as I think it's going to be one of my bigger channels. I just got to get the time crunch going to make that happen, right? Mint doesn't recognize the wireless card. Okay, that's interesting. Some phone companies care about phone scammers. Some already do blacklisting and blocklisting. Yeah, some of them, like Verizon, charges for that. AT&T does not. Pre-Kinsey America did not have many of the problems we have now. Yep. Samsung got a blocking system, but you have to have a Samsung account. Yep. Trump is so scary. I used to feel the same about touchscreen laptops, and I got one, and now, while I still feel it's kind of pointless, I kind of like it. Okay. Every time I watch your videos, my OCD goes off as I have the urge to straighten those diplomas. You know, I mean, I could go twist one on its side for you. They're pretty straight. It's just that one, it angles down. It's actually straight. It's just leaning down a little bit is the problem. I found out more about what's going on in detention center, immigrants being mentally and physically abused by ICE officials. I mean, I disagree, Mark. I've seen a lot of this stuff as well. The problem is people who really don't like what's going on down there they're feeding a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation on every end. The problem is we have 5,000 people every month crossing the border illegally, and we have to deal with them. And in our country legal system, children who do that have to be treated differently than adults who do that. So either we throw everybody in terrible jails together, or we separate them out and treat the children like people and the adults like criminals, because frankly, that's what they are. Well, we work on a better solution. I mean, I think the best solution is just round everybody up on a bus and dump them off in the nearest Mexican town on the first way and let Mexico deal with it. But, you know, that may or may not be humane, but we have a major crisis down there. And that's it, you know. All right. Besides data collection, your opinion, is Windows 10 a good operating system when it comes to workflow and task management? I give it kind of a neutral. The biggest problem with it from workflow and task management is the stupid notifications in the system that are basically advertisements. I don't have time to have notifications. Turn on Cortana today. Screw Cortana. That's what I have to say about that. I scared my kitty. So I give it a mere neutral because, and on top of that, you can't edit the alleged new start menu. You can edit the tiles, but you can't actually edit the start menu. It's become one abomination that was spewed forth from the crappy realm of mobile devices. And with all of the bloatware, there's nothing you can do about it. I like nice, clean menus that I can sort down into a couple simple things, edit everything out so I can find stuff quickly. The Windows 10 menuing system is a nightmare to use. The constant notifications that are not notifications, merely advertisements, are a serious impedance to doing your work. So in that respect, I would give it a neutral at best. I mean, obviously, yes, the privacy is certainly my biggest problem. But outside of that, they've made such a bloated, crappy, useless system that cannot be adjusted by the end user in any way, shape, or form. Screw it. Not interested. Good evening, James Miller. How's it going there? Just stumbled in here once I think I found a new hangout. Well, welcome, Dave Jr. Everybody say hi to Dave Jr. A lot of children come with coyotes. They should be reunited. All right. You're probably correct that hardly any of them would be legal, though. Legals need to stop breaking the law. That's my thought. Less than 6 months, it will be Christmas. Just want to throw that curveball in the chat. Yes, it is. Okay. Pre-Kinsey America. Many of the things that are legal now would land you in jail. Sorry. I need to have a fire warning. Fire warning. Oh boy. On a lighter note, you were the cutest nerd I've ever seen. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll just do some poses. All right. Okay. Next, there's some things. If you guys wanted some blood to boil, a potential. I don't know yet, but potential headphone warning. Just a warning. Potential headphone warning. Couple articles about Asia. Shut your moronic pie hole in the news. Asia Pie finally gets around to fighting the fraud in the FCC comment scam. Yeah, once all the net neutrality is all going on and the entire internet is now collapsing as we know it. And quite literally, that's not hyperbole. We are already starting to see evidence of that. So now that there's really not much that can be done about it, now he's getting to the point of all of this. Yeah. You know, there may have been some fake comments in the record. Yeah, we think. We're not quite sure. And so it's just kind of, I don't know. I'm not going to say a whole lot more on that. It's just, now that all the damage is done, now he wants to acknowledge that, yeah, there was maybe some comment spam in there. We should really think to do these types of things. And then, of course, this is exciting. This is bonkers. The FCC wants to stop reviewing most complaints about ISPs. So there is a formal way to do an ISP complaint, and there is an informal way to do an ISP complaint. The formal method guarantees a hearing with the FCC, and it costs you $225. The informal one is free. Well, the problem is there are so many comments, informal complaints coming through to the FCC. They're completely overwhelmed, so they're just going to say, we're just going to stop looking at them, because if you really have a complaint, you got to do the formal ones. Okay, my internet sucks, and it has more than doubled its price in the last 12 months. I am now paying $90 a month. I have exactly one option, and every 3 months they keep on attempting to tack on a equipment rental fee, and I've owned my modem since 2005, and I actually have receipts to prove it. Every couple of months they keep trying to add that on. They have more than doubled the cost of my internet. There is no option for getting anything cheaper except for it might have 0.7 megabytes up, which is not sufficient to actually do my job. They're getting so many complaints about these. So many complaints about the ISPs. They're like, our informal comment system is not, it's overwhelmed. We got to stop addressing informal comments. Can we kick this moron out of office yet? Please? Send him home. Send him to go back to work for the ISPs. Send him somewhere other than the FCC in Washington. And if that doesn't work, let's impeach Trump, because I think Trump is the only guy that can possibly do something about this moron. Because it's clear our officials can't do anything. Half of them are already bought by the ISPs, so they won't do anything. The other half of them are incompetent to get anything done. Kick this moron out. Can we pay him together like $1 million to step down and leave? Get out of here. Just here. Here's an island in the Caribbean. Go have at it. So you can still file your $225 fee and have a hearing with the FCC. Of course, there is only one such case against, one such formal complaint against Verizon so far, and it has been on hold for 2 years. Spokesman for Asia Shut Your Moronic Pie Hole tells Arse that the proposal, quote, does not change the existing procedures for handling informal consumer complaints. Which case they say, if there's no change, why change the rule? We're going to change the rule, but we're not going to change the rule. Because they will believe us when we say it's all about your protection. No, it's about the protection for the corporate hacks that are buying your vote, you moron. Get out of office. You're in a public office, not some government shill to give them ultimate and supreme power. But here in the internet age, the ISPs do have ultimate and supreme power. And that's a problem. It needs dealt with. Too often, consumers wronged by telecommunication companies face an unending corporate bureaucracy instead of quick, meaningful resolutions. Historically, the FCC staff has received responses to informal complaints and, where merited, urged companies to address any service problems, creating a rule that directs FCC staff to simply pass consumers' informal complaints onto the company and then to advise consumers that they file a $225 formal complaint if not satisfied, ignores the core mission of the FCC and the public interest. And that is from Frank Pallone. Like, guys, I'm not a huge fan of either party, but at least the Democratic Party are trying to do something to fight some of this stuff. This is insane. Now, there's tens of thousands a year. The Commission's informal complaint system receives tens of thousands of complaints a year about billing errors, service outages, slow speeds, and many other problems. Complaining to the FCC is often more effective than contacting your telecom provider. While it's likely rare for FCC staff to intervene in an individual complaint, the possibility that the FCC will intervene may cause ISPs to take the complaints more seriously. There is no possibility the FCC reviewing a complaint unless a consumer pays $225. It'll be easier for the ISPs to let consumer problems go unresolved. Consumers filed more than 50,000 informal complaints after the FCC imposed net neutrality rules in 2015. The FCC received just one formal complaint under the net neutrality rules against Verizon, and the FCC has never ruled on the formal complaint, even though it has been pending for nearly 2 years. Pi's FCC voted to repeal net neutrality rules in December 2015. The rules officially came off the books last month, and the repeal itself made it harder for consumers to seek action from the ISPs by reclassifying broadband as a lightly regulated information service instead of a common carrier. That should be carrier, not carriage. No, the internet is not a common carriage. What is there, a horse in front of this thing? Ars Technica, fix your article. When broadband was a common carrier, see, we got it right this time, service, customers can complain to the FCC about any unjust or unreasonable pricing and practices. They could also see ISPs in court because the FCC applied Title II, Section 207 to broadband. Those provisions were eliminated when Pi's FCC killed off net neutrality. Love the comments they promoted. The Federal Corruption Commission has me really agitated lately. Oh, boo, boo, boo. This is amazing. If the FCC cared about consumers, they might think about charging corporations a fine every time they find the complaint was legitimate. Instead, they have the appalling gall to charge private citizens, who they are supposed to be supporting, money even to file a complaint. This proves 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that the real customers of the FCC are. Yeah, at what point in time is some government official going to step in and just eliminate the FCC and just rebuild? Let's just forget this ever happened, people. And let's rebuild it like it never existed and put some real regulation into place. Holy moly. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Windows 10 update screws productivity. In all honors in high school too. College system can't be unusable during an update. I need my computer to work. Yep. Hello, Dave. All right. You should do a show top retro emulators blast from the past Linux. Retro emulators. I'm not sure where I would start with that. I did not watch the Windows 10 Joe Collins video. Guessing there was too much hate in the comments. Huh. No, that's interesting. I'll have to... I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, Debian is the Ubuntu which has System V and SysV instead of System D in it. I've looked at it before. I'm not caught up over. I don't really care about if System D is on my system or not. So, to me, it's really just Debian with a different, different system initialization. So I really never really given it much thought, honestly. It's 10, pull its engine and throw away the vehicle. Try to stay open-minded because I know the media is very left-leaning, to say the least. I want to believe Trump, but I can't. Okay, that's fine. Days before Kinsey, America, porn, I guess that is. All those adult websites and publishers would be labeled criminal. The owners and staff would just be jailed. This FCC is bonkers. Yes. I respect South Korea for making that content illegal. Only in the USA. Yep. Internet fees is the new healthcare. Yep. Because everybody has to have it. You have to have an internet connection, but you got no choice. It is just like healthcare. You have to have healthcare. Buy it from this guy. Sounds like a great deal for this guy. SP is actually listening to its customer base. Oh, it won't be when it gets bought up by one of the big ones. I've actually lost clients. I managed websites for an ISP out west, and they were bought up by a bigger conglomerate. There went that contract. Stealing my job. Way to go, monopolies. Stealing my job. That's why people can't find good jobs, Ever knew they bend over backwards for offering some pricing, and then long-standing customers who pay our bills are crapped on and pay more. Yeah. Greetings, C to DOS boss. Called the other day. They were changing course and reaching out to angry customers. Greetings, Daniel. How's it going there? Dude said he wants to negotiate a better price. That tells me Charter actually listens. William Scott, greetings. How's it going there? Corporatocracy, yeah, best. Okay. What about Bodhi RC? I did the Bodhi RC at the first part of the video. How do I, in Newfoundland on the edge of Canada, have better internet choices and prices than the center of America? Yeah, and I'm in like the 4th largest city in my state. Mobile LTE, yeah. Greetings, Steve's very own. How's it going there? The FFC, get rid of them. Them people just show up to work and pick their paychecks. Yep. Going to try secure KOS. I don't know. If I can find a pen, I'll write it down. All right, I wrote it down. That means someday I'll look for it. Here in Canada, we're saying 2020 electric companies will be independent, so they will not raise prices. Yeah. Yeah, that was exactly AT&T's like, yeah, this is going to allow us to lower prices because we'll have blah, blah, blah. So, okay, you can merge, blink. Next month, raising prices, $5 across the board. Yay! Now can we take this AT&T CEO who just lied an oath in court and throw him in jail for a while for contempt? Let's do that. Throw his hiney in jail and confiscate all of his corporate assets. Yeah. Then we'll clean up corporate America. My ISP to stop increasing my speed. I'm fine. Yeah. Yeah, it's like give me a good internet that's not like, I don't need gigabit internet, people. I really don't. Okay? I don't care. 20 down, 10 up. Good for me. I don't have the option. Cookie season on the cooking channel in 6 months. What's that? 6 months ago, I think I did the cookies. Is that what you're talking about? I don't know. Okay, I remember when a lot of degenerate things used to be illegal. Cheating would land you in prison. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Yeah. Finland transfer fees are more than double compared to the energy fees. Starting a new political party, Common Sense. I support government doing its job. Yeah, good luck with that. All right. Pull up one more thing here. Okay. I think that is that. Let me just go ahead and download that. Go ahead and open it there. All right. So, I've been working on this new book release. So, here is the new book cover. And let me put a camera on this. So, despite it won't be very big, but here is the older one. So this is actually what I wanted them to do initially, but never buy a stupid publishing deal from a lot of those do everything publishing companies, because you really don't actually have a lot of good direct service. So what I always wanted for this cover, because it's about the blessings and the curses, is I wanted a desert scene to merge into a non-desert scene. And so that is precisely what I did in this book. Merge them all together. I put in one of those few cases where a lens flare actually works well. And I paid some homage to the original cover design and laying out the font title and stuff, much like they did in the original. But this will be the new book cover, and I'm kind of in the final stages of putting everything together. And so hopefully within a couple of weeks, this book will be available to pick up as well. Yeah, I got the, that's the working book cover. The interior is getting put together on LibreOffice 6 right now, and that'll be available before too long. All right. Let's see if there's anything else here. I see DistroTube popped on. Greetings. Gotta go. All right. Snap looks like I have like, yes, I'm gonna edit out just the Bodhi 5 part and put that up. It's like a 20-minute video or so. So I'll put that up shortly here. Not that many STDs after pervert Kinsey. STDs have been spreading like crazy. Why does disks freeze the whole UI in Kubuntu when you make a bootable disk image? I don't know. I've never had that experience. We have more people joining our cause to back morality. Problem is morality is not profitable. I don't know. You kick the moron out. Yep. Kick the moron out. Yep. The moron, for those who arrived late, is Asia at Shut Your Pie Hole from the most wonderful political organization, the Federal Corruption Commission. There you go. Give up on the ghost yet? I think he did. Now the ghost still can't get the mic working, so yeah, ready to throw in the towel. Give up the ghost. Yep. All right. Millennials and many of my generation are now drowning from the corrupt culture. Yep. Biology teacher taught me how corrupt the culture really is. Culture is designed to work against you. First learned the basic concepts from my biology teacher, then did more research. Pie hole, love that word, yeah. Glad I clarified who's the moron. I was getting worried. Ryan, how's it going there? Man, quick question. What Dell laptop should I buy if I want to run Linux? I have a $700 budget, though. I think my other one's in the other room. I have a Dell Inspiron 7000 series. It runs Linux Mint perfectly. It has 8 gigs RAM. I think I bought it with 6. I upgraded it to 8 gigs of RAM. Has a Core i5 5th gen, I think. I paid $350 for it. Runs perfect. Just look for Dell Inspirons. I've never had a problem with those running Linux at all. And that's what I'm always using. So. I'm living in Windows 10, then again. What do you think of doing next? Okay. If you do not appreciate the perverted culture, if you do not participate in perverted culture, you will save a lot of money and time to avoid trouble. Yep. Does that mean I need to try Ghost BS too? Or is that BSD? I think it's just BS. All right, well, let's see if I can rustle up a kitty. Kitties. Kitty, kitty. Oh, boy. I rustled up something cute. Look at this guy. You have a new favorite hiding spot, don't ya? Yeah, he does. See if I can find a picture of him. All right, let's see. Yes, kitty, you're gonna get that in a minute. He has decided my bookshelf is his new place to hang. Let me get the straight out of there. That is my kitty sleeping on the bookshelf. Right. Yeah. Kitty sleeping on the bookshelf. Yes, I just need to turn the cameras around. So we will do our final call for comments. I'll kind of hang out as long as you guys want to, but we're going to go ahead and feed the kitty now. So that means that in a few minutes, we're just going to have a major drop-off. Oh, boy. Right here, right here. Aww. Right here, right here, right here. Oh, the kitty's hitting the calculator button. The kitty's hitting the calculator button. The kitty just can't. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I'll just show you what the kitty just did. Here, over here, buddy. Over here. There you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Are they finger looking good? Uh-oh. I think the kitty gave me a flea. Yes, he did. Kitty, give me a flea. All right, buddy. Off the desk now. Ugh. And he gave my desk another flea. Any more up there? Kitty, you're getting the spray down again. It is probably about time I bombed the house. For the NSA listening, that is a flea bomb. Dude, cat, you're crawling in them. been my life over the last couple of weeks. I didn't know he had that many still. Go somewhere else. I think I got to give him another round of poison. All right, well, this is what the kitty just did. Look at all these calculators he opened up. So that's what happens when you have that many things on your Linux Mint desktop. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Clear, 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 clear. If I hit the wrong button though, I'll hit the stop streaming button, so I gotta be careful. That cat, I'm telling you. Whoa, almost hit the button. Apparently the cat is into math now. Jeez. All right, well, fix that. Crazy kitty. Mice are for kids. All right, let's see. First learned about the basic concept of the biology teacher. Let's see. Over it now, Daniel. I can conclude that BSD is just not a desktop OS. Well, it's the thing is that yeah, BSD has a lot of problems. One of the biggest problems is you think you have a problem with your Wi-Fi adapters under Linux. You should look at the holy mess that Wi-Fi adapters are under BSD. Despite having a pfSense router, I think the highest level they support is like G. So my wireless that I can attach to the pfSense box is crap, which is why you always have a wireless access point attached to your pfSense router, because they just don't support wireless well. So you know, I think BSD it's not in a good spot right now. You know. Seems to me that Peppermint 9 seems to be really highlighting that $500,000 seat on the Microsoft board. What do you mean, BK? What do you mean by Peppermint's highlighting it? One time I got a letter from my ISP company saying we need to raise prices due to the fact we are upgrading our equipment. Yeah. It's the average battery life for an Inspiron laptops. That one gets, I mean, if I'm not doing anything super intensive, I can get 4 or 5 hours on it. Intensive stuff, maybe 3.5. You were in time for the cat feeding, JJ game. Yep. Linux distro looking for in the fall winter session. I want to play around with Linux Mint Debian Edition, which should be coming out here in a couple of months. At least the release candidate here should be coming out before too long. Let's see. I mean, other than that, I'm not a distro hopper, so I can't really say too much what I'd be looking forward to. Cat has some serious math too, yeah. Find a person who have the same views as me. Yeah. Okay, next John Nash, or is it John Cat? Yep. It was the fleas. Kitty is counting the fleas with the calculator. Yeah. We're going to learn free BSD now. All right. It changed my life. Never even thought I'd find someone like you as a mentor. Well, cool, man. I'm glad I was able to help some way, man. And I will shoot you an email back soon too. So, like next week, on top of all this other book stuff, I'm very busy this week. So, CJ is trying to figure out how much kitty treats he needs. Yep. People nowadays are scared of knowledge. That is correct. Little sister needed a computer for her preschool. What? What? Excuse me? I need to go rest on that for a second. A computer needed for preschool. Have we lost our ever-loving mind in this culture? Have we lost our ever-loving mind? Yes, your kid needs a you need a computer for preschool. What are we doing? Programming? If there's a computer involved, my kid had better be coming home attaching Legos to Raspberry Pis. I cannot even conceive of an online preschool, okay? I mean, we got cyber schools around here. I know the concept. I understand the concept. Online preschool? I just... Lots of toys are virtual computers these days. Yes. Yes. And for you with younger kids, make sure that your parents, the kids' grandparents, know do not allow virtual toys in your house. The last thing we need is pedo Joe down the street hacking into your kid's little thing and telling her good night stories through the bear. Yeah. No, middle school students can be stupid, especially dumb things do on their computers. And that's the thing. We need people, like, we should set an age for computers like we set an age to drive cars, because they are just as dangerous. Just as dangerous. You can shipwreck your life if you don't know what you're doing on a computer. Maybe we should raise the social media age to 35. By then, maybe most people will be mature enough to handle it. High school students borrow iPads since we're in a poor area and have to type papers. What? Whether this is posted publicly or hosted on a private server is permanent. Yeah, kind of crazy. Well, I think I'm going to jump off here so I can go and give the cat another scrub down. Define a computer age for limits. I mean, I think 13's decent. Same thing, we look at social media now. By then you almost have a functioning brain. But the reality is, especially in our modern age where even the teachers are fairly incompetent on computers for the most part, it's becoming very difficult for people to have good habits. And especially when the teachers are just not knowing what's right and what's wrong and just basically being incompetent in that respect. It's hard. It's hard to look at, but we have to come to the grips that all the computers and the media stuff is actually damaging our society. We have to come to grips with that at some point in time. Learning how to get rid of their diaper. Yeah. Hey man, but they could have smart diapers. Happened to the noise box. I used computers when I was 3. You're not alone, man. Major leak or hack and the lives of people are ruined over middle school and elementary school antics. See ya, Noah. Windows Vista. Oh, that was a really poor experience for your first computer, too. All right. You want to say bye to everybody, Katie? You want to say bye? Bye-bye, Mr. Fleabag. I'm not sure I want you up here right now. You dropped 5 fleas on me last time you were standing here. Yeah, you. All right. Come on. I can't resist your cuteness. Bye-bye, peoples. Send me flea collars. Count them fleas. All right, guys. We're going to jump off here. So have yourselves a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you for something tomorrow. Not completely sure what yet. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming along. Once again, you can check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/Tom M, to find me over there. I do have a shop where you can get a coffee cup, a water bottle, a mouse pad, a t-shirt, things like that. You can check that out, shop.switch2linux.com. And there's also a general support site with all of the ways to help support. So thanks for watching, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.